All right, people, how you doing? I thought it was about time I did a long time review on the MAVEN filter system that I've been using for the last nearly 3 years. It's got to be. I get asked loads of questions about them because I'm always banging my guns in my videos about them. To grab yourself a coffee, cup of tea, glass of wine, vodka and coke, and I'm just going to let the camera run. And I'm just going to chat about what I like about them, why I moved to them, and some of these filters are just magic. I'll go back to when I first bought into the MAVEN filter system. I bought I think it was called the polarizing. Was it called the polarizing kit? It was called the circular polarizing set, which looked like this. Got an adapter to go on the front of your lens, a little magnetic adapter. You got a front cap. You got 3-stop ND, red one, 6-stop ND, purple one, 10-stop ND, gold one, circular polarizer, blue one, and a splash guard. Now I talked about these colours because that will come clear in a minute. This is just something that Mr. Michael the Mavens thought about well in advance when he started making these things. Anyway, when you get the kit, that's what you get. So somehow you need to get these filters to stay on the front of your camera. So you buy an adapter ring. Now the front of my lens, my 14-35, is 77mm. I could have got a 77mm. Have I got one here? What's that? That's 82. I think they're all 82. Now I could have got a little magnetic adapter ring that was 77 and just screwed them straight on there. But I thought, no, I'm going to get a wider one because of vignetting. Don't know why that just went through my mind. I thought instead of getting 77, perhaps I'll get a wider adapter ring, and then my filters can sit closer to my lens. That was my thought at the time. This was 3 years ago, and I've always just stuck by that. So I've got a little adapter ring. The screw is 77mm, which fits the front of my camera lens, which goes up then to 82. So basically, the adapter ring screws on the front of your camera lens, and that is on there for good forever. See, on there all the time. You don't need to, I didn't need to go from 77 up to 82, I just did. Don't know why, that's just something I did back then. And then, obviously, plastic lens cap isn't going to go on there. So at the time, with the kit that I bought, I got one of these, which is magnetic, and this is magnetic. So that walking around all the time, no chance of that falling off. Take a picture, put it on. I mean, how cool is that? Look how quick that is. Brilliant. So that's it now. The camera's all set up. Want to go and take a shot? Need an ND filter. Camera, forget that. Filter adapter's already on there. ND filter, clips on. That's it. If it's a polarizer, it turns. Take him off, put another one on. That won't fall off there. If you're quickly going to go downstream and you don't want to take that filter off, all you do is put your cap on the front. Like I say, what comes in the kit is the adapter ring, the front cap, 3-stop ND, 6-stop ND, 10-stop ND, circular polarizer, and God, the magnets are so strong. Splash guard, which in theory, I suppose, is just a UV filter. But this is an absolute gem. When the kit first came, I thought, splash guard, what on earth am I going to want that for? But I shoot by the water a lot on the coast. Probably 90% of my pictures are taken on the coast. So when I'm walking down to set up my shot, I chuck that one on straight away. Because it's clear, I can focus through it. I can frame up my shot. And it doesn't matter if it gets covered in water spray. And if I want to put an ND filter on, all I do is grab my ND filter, I turn away from the water spray, put my ND filter on, then I put my splash guard back on, then I can still recompose my shot, get my shutter speeds, get my aperture, get my ISO sorted, and the splash guard is getting the water on it, not the filters that are going to be used when I take the shot. And then when I come to take the shot, I just take the splash guard off and take the shot. That is how cool the splash guard is. Like I say, when I first got it, I was like, splash guard, what's that? It's just a UV filter. But you don't have to unscrew it and screw it on. So yeah, splash guard filter, brilliant. Again, that comes in this kit. Like I was saying about the colors earlier on, you've got red, which is a 3-stop ND filter. So you just got, once this is embedded into my brain now because I've been using these filters for so long. Red, 3-stop. So what they've done is they put 3 little noggins in there, look. 3 noggins, 1, 2, 3, 3 noggins, 1, 2, 3. So now I know, not that I'm blind, but I know that red is 3-stop ND and it's got 3 little noggins. So I know that's a 3-stop ND filter. And then the purple one, 6 stops. It's got 6 little noggins in it. Purple, 6 little noggins, 6 stop. This all comes to light in a minute. These magnets are so strong. What's the other one? 10 stop. The gold one, my favourite. Love this filter. It's got 10 little noggins in it. So they're all coloured and they've all got noggins in. So 3 noggins red, 3 stop. 6 noggins purple, 6 stop. 10 noggins gold, 10 stop. So you just, once you've got your mind around that, and then the polarizer is blue, circular polarizer, light blue. I call this kind of like a baby blue. So pretty much that is all you need for your landscape photography. If you need a neutral density for a shot, you need, say, your 6 stop, and you need a polarizer. Put your 6 stop on, put your polarizer on. Perfect. How cool is that? To me, it just makes sense. I mean, sometimes when the light gets low, you've got the little noggins so you can feel them, but they all come into their own a little bit later. So I used all these filters for about 12 months, well happy, out there using my circular polarizer, 6 stop, 3 stop, 10 stop, not a problem, splash guard, tickety-boo. And I thought, this is it, I'm set for life, I don't need any more filters. And then MAVEN realised that we used neutral density filters and circular polarizers quite a lot together. Obviously, on the ice, like I said, I shoot a lot of time on the water, and I'm forever using a neutral density filter with a circular polarizer all the time. So, like I said, I thought I was all set and I didn't need any more filters. And then this was wave 1, all these come out. This was the first load of filters that come out. And then wave 2 come out. And they brought out that there. Among other filters, these are the filters that I use the most. And then MAVEN brought out a filter that's got red and blue on it, a filter that's got purple and blue on it, and a filter that's got gold and blue on it. Now, if we look back at the filters we've already used, red, 3 stop, purple, 6 stop, gold, 10 stop, baby blue, polarizer. Now when I pick this one up, it's got red on it and it's got baby blue. So the red dots is a 3 stop ND filter and the baby blue is a circular polarizer. So that filter there is a mixture of a 3ND circular polarizer, which basically, that which I used to use all the time, circular polarizer, 3 neutral density filter, as now they've made one filter exactly the same. How cool is that? And they've done exactly the same with the purple. Purple, 6 noggins, 6 stop. They've got one of these, purple. So this is a 6 stop and it's got blue on it. So this is a 6 stop with polarizer mixed in. And This one here is gold and blue, gold noggins and blue. So this is a 10 stop mixed together. This is a 10 stop ND filter with a circular polarizer built into one. So instead of using them two, I'll just use that one, which is thinner. Not a problem. I don't mind using this, but this is just less weight, less to put on the front of the camera, less chance of vignetting. How cool is that? And these are called ND Dark CPLs. So we've got the 3 stop, 6 stop, 10 stop, and they're a mixture of ND filters and circular polarizers. So how cool is that? I absolutely love them. They're flipping brilliant. Absolutely love them. So wave 2, I bought some of them bad boys. And pretty much when I get to a scene now, 9 times out of 10, the first thing I'll do is I'll put my, because most of my photography I use ND filters anyway when I'm on the sea, on the coast or on the rivers. I know I'm going to use a neutral density filter. So the first thing I'll do is I'll grab my circular polarizer, I'll bang that on the front of the camera, give it a turn, see if it works. If I know that I need a if I know that I need to use a circular polarizer, then all I do is I'll go straight for one of these because it's got the polarizer built in. Brilliant, absolutely love it. And then another filter I bought was a linear polarizer. Circular polarizer, baby blue. Linear polarizer, dark blue. There's loads of different things in science between one of these works with mirrorless cameras and one doesn't work, or another messes around with a focusing system of the old cameras. But so 9 times out of 10 now, I know that the dark blue, in fact, both of these will work with mirrorless cameras. So whichever one's in my bag, that's the one I'm going to grab. But what is the point in having 2 polarizers? Especially now with a mirrorless camera, because both of these polarizers will work on my mirrorless camera. Well, this is where the magic starts with a MAVEN. God, that's so strong. Circular polarizer, linear polarizer. Put the linear polarizer in front of the circular polarizer and it becomes a variable ND filter. How cool is that? So that's a linear polarizer in front of a circular polarizer. Little turn. So sometimes, like I said earlier on, I use ND filters a lot and I use circular polarizers a lot. If I'm going on a hike and I don't want to carry loads of filters, I will just carry them two with my, where have I put it? With a front cap and a back cap. When I get there and set up, if I've just got my camera slung over my shoulder, I can put them in my pocket. I want to take a long exposure shot. I know these beauties together, linear polarizer, circular polarizer, put them together, become a variable ND filter. So on the river, just give me that little bit, slow that light down a little bit so I can get me long exposure and I haven't got to carry all my filters, even though I carry these things everywhere because they're so small anyway. Now, this is where the magic starts. Earlier on, I said that these here were ND Dark CPLs. These are made out of this stuff, which is a CPL. So, if I put the linear polarizer in front of a dark ND CPL, it becomes a variable ND filter. But now we've got different stops. The red 3ND, put that on with the linear polarizer, and that goes from 4.3 to 8 stops of neutral density. Nice variable filter, isn't it? Put it in front of the 6 stop. That gives you 7.3 to 11 stops of variable ND. So if you're going out and it's a really bright day, you know, you can stack them up. And then the gold one, linear polarizer in front of the ND Dark CPL, the 10 stop. Can't see it because it's so dark, but that becomes 11.3 to 15 stops of variable ND. Now, is it me or is that just not magic? And along other filters you can buy this. In fact, then the main reason that I didn't go over to circular filter system, I used to use the big rectangle ones, oblong ones that used to slide in, but they catch the winds and they're a pain in the ass. It's a lot of glass to clean. Like I say, they act like a sail on the front of the camera. You've got a massive great adapter to screw on the front. Pain in the bum, don't like that. And one reason that I never went over to circular filters is because of a graduated filter, which I use not as much now I've got this, because the dynamic range in this is a lot better. You know, if you've got a darker foreground and a brighter sky, trying to retain the dynamic range between the two. But MAVEN Filters, in their next wave, came out with graduated filters. Now, one is, I think these are both, yeah, see, little red noggins. These are both 3-stop. One is a third graduated and one's half graduated. Now 9 times out of 10, one of them will fit the scene where I'm working. I might shoot a bit wider on crop in, but they're tools in my bag if I need them. So, love them. I mean, look at the weight. I don't even know what the weight of these things are, but they're so small. So, yeah, and there's other things you can buy. There's back caps, there's cases. I bought myself an 18-stop ND. I mean, look at the size of that. It's so thin. This thing is so good. This gives like 8-minute exposures. What was the one I took a lovely picture down Berryhead in Brixham? I think it's about 28-minute exposure on the breakwater in Brixham with this beauty. Got to make sure he's nice and clean before you take the shot, because you can never see how dirty they are. But then when you've just done an exposure for 28 minutes and there's a blob on it, nightmare. Yeah, love that filter. You can probably look at the sun with that bad boy. And that's all pretty much what I use all the time. There is other filters. There's Magic Filter, they call it, but pop on the website, have a look. As far as how good are they? In fact, this one I dropped. I was doing a sunset shoot on the coast in Torquay on Monday evening, and I dropped this. I was like, no, I saw it go in slow motion, but it's almost because they're so light, it hit the floor and it didn't break, and there's no scratches, so lives to see another day. As far as quality goes, the best filters I've ever used, without a doubt. I'm not saying that because I've got an affiliate link. They just, I love them. They're absolutely brilliant. They're small, they're quick. The noggin, the noggin bits, the color coding, it just all makes sense, and it's just been developing along as it goes, and they're absolutely brilliant. Quality-wise, I can't complain. With most circular polarizers, this circular polarizer is quite warm. Not a problem. I don't mind. I shoot in RAW, and I edit. I can change my color temperature and white balance, so not a problem. But I quite like it being quite warm, actually. But the linear polarizer, that bad boys, that's pretty straight down. And like I say, the rest of these, color casting, no. Quality, absolutely brilliant. I can't knock them. So check them out, people. Definitely worth a look. I'll put a link down below to the website. It will be my affiliate link. But I just want to stress that I was using these filters for a good 12 months before MAVEN give me an affiliate link. And anybody that watches my YouTube channel will see that I fell in love with this filter system. And I think MAVEN Filters thought, oh, he likes them, we're going to give him an affiliate link. So it's not like I was doing it to make money or sell them. I love them. I think they're absolutely brilliant. So any questions, fire them over. If you're new to filter systems and you know nothing about them, or you're thinking to yourself, do I need filters? Any questions, I'll answer them. All right, people, I just want to quickly interrupt. MAVEN filters come in all different sizes, but It just so happens that I've bought 82mm size filters. The diameter is 82mm. And the reason I've bought 82mm is because 82mm is bigger than the front of all the lenses I own. So just to clarify, and for no one that understands how magnetic filters work, this 70-200, the thread on there is 67mm. So what I do is buy a magnetic adapter that's 67mm on one side, which screws onto the front of the lens, and 82mm on the other side to take all my filters. So it brings it from 67mm up to a magnetic 82mm. And my Canon 14-35, the front of that thread is 77. So all I've got is an adapter ring that takes it from 77 up to 82. So that way, any different lens I've got, I just buy the little adapter ring for that lens. So the front of all my adapter rings are 82mm to take all my filters, but they go smaller to fit the front of all my lenses. That way I haven't got to buy loads of filters. All I've got to do is buy adapter rings for all my different size lenses. As it happens, I've only got a few. Yeah, and they just screw on the front of your lenses. You can still use your caps, and your filters work with all your lenses. Just to clarify. So yeah, they do loads and loads of different sizes. I'll let him bang his gums down, carry on chatting. Yeah, that's it. I've got to go and clean them all now because I've been talking and spraying all over them. So yeah, cheers for watching, people. Go treat yourself to some filters. Cool. Cheers. Bye.